Well, good morning. What a beautiful morning it is too. Join me down on the Ouse. I'm in an area I probably haven't fished for a couple of seasons really. This area is commonly sort of known as Brown's Farm. Farm is just behind us. I think it's actually called Willow Farm, but it's always known as Brown's Farm. Got an old sort of barn behind me. Car right up on top of the bank, so it's all nice and handy. Wind's meant to get up a little bit later. It's meant to gust sort of southwesterly, so I'm sat at a bit of an angle. West is directly behind me, so southwest is going to be sort of hitting me straight in the back. Got the barn behind, like I say, got the car there, so hopefully it's going to act as a little bit of a windbreak as well. Like I say, I haven't fished this area for a couple of years now, so hopefully might get one or two fish. It sort of last season and early part of this season it's produced one or two fish. When I got here just before the wind got up, it was quite calm, a lot of fish moving. Saw a couple of bream sort of roll to me left, a couple to me right, so hopefully, like I say, we might get one or two fish. I've already put a little bit of bait out on the line I've chose to fish, which is round about 25 meters, something like that, 25-27 meters. It's actually down at the bottom of the shelf just as that starts to level out. As I've cast out, I've sort of counted 1, 2, 3, 4, and as I've got to around about sort of 13, the feeder's hit the bottom. I've took one or two turns off the clip, come back this way, the same the other side as well, and I'm at that, what I sort of feel is the bottom of that shelf, which is where I like to fish. So like I say, all I've done is just set up one rod, 12 foot. It's known by now, Cadence CR10 with an 1.5" tip. I've got favourite CS10 4000 reel, which has got a £5 mainline and a £6 shock leader. I've got my running link there. I haven't got a feeder on it yet. I'm just going to put one on now. Like I say, I've got my running link. Like I say, I'll put a bit of bait out, so I'm not going to go sort of gung-ho. Probably going to fish sort of a medium Nisa feeder. I'm going to put an ounce on, just in case the wind does get up. So, like I say, I've got me link. Just open up the snap swivel a little bit. And hopefully it'll go on. There we go. So just sort of click the snap swivel back.
One, this stroke, trailing blade.
And there we go. Got a little stop lead there.
I've got about 21. Do you want to drop it down?
Nice twizzled loop.
With Phil, stroke coming down too.
And I've got a quick change swivel bead just there. So I haven't even put a hook length on yet. I say we've had a fair drop of rain. The clarity of the water is still very clear, but so I've put a bit of bait out already. I'm looking probably going to fish worm, corn, so I'm going to want to fish a size 16. Hopefully might get one or two skimmers, so I'm not going to go too heavy. I'm actually going to fish a size 16 Matrix Super Match. It's a fairly fine wire hook, but it is very strong. Got that 28 inches. There we go. So like I say, it's quite a fine wire, but it is very strong. Put that back on there. There we go. I've got that tied. That's 2013 Engage. So I'll just put that on. Slide the sleeve back. fold the sleeve back. And there we go, all nice and tiddly tidy. So that's the setup. Put that to one side. Right. So that's the setup, all done. Plenty of hook lengths to change. I've got some 012, some 011, some 014. I've got some hair rigs if I want to go on hair rig worm as well. Got a little selection of feeders by the side of me. So I've got some, one a little bit bigger, some a little bit smaller, and I've also got the Guru window feeders and a couple of cage feeders as well, so I can chop and change what I want to do. On the hook bait front, I've got some dead maggots, I've got some corn. Dead maggots I did probably sort of last week, put them in the freezer, and all I do is just put them in some water so as they don't go dark. Lift that up. So I've also got some live reds, also got some sweet corn, and I've got about half a pint of castor and a real good handful of worm chopped up in there. Brought a pint of castor with me, but what I've actually done is I've probably put near enough half a pint of that out in the initial feed. Initial feed I've probably put out about 12 feeders that sort of size, the Guru bait up feeder. Some, like I say, some castor, some sweet corn. But what I also did afterwards, I cut up a big handful of worm and I put out 3 big feeder forks just with worm alone plugged off. And how I've actually done that is with a sort of big bait up feeder which is capped up over the top. So I've packed a load of worm in there and I've just capped it off with a little bit of ground bait just to get it out there. The only other thing I've got by the side of me, I've got my bag of worm. So I can fish single worm, double worm, you know, sort of fish small little inch pieces. You just got to see what those fish want. So like I say, I'm fishing a 5-pound main line with a 6-pound shock leader. The main line and the shock leader are both the same, of the Dave Harrell range, which is the Pro feeder. That's the 6-pound which I've used as shock leader, which is 022. 300 metre spools, so you can load up 2 reels and you've always got a little bit left. So for 4 and 5-pound line I'll use a 6, and if I'm fishing a 6-pound main line then I'll use an 8-pound shock leader. Right, ground bait. As I say, the initial feed today I've already put out. Got a dark mix today, which is Pro Natural Green and Pro Natural Pine Lake Dark. What I actually did, I actually mixed the two together dry, and I've actually riddled it off before I've mixed it, so any sort of little bit bigger particles I've took out. I mixed it last night, left it overnight, dampened it down a little bit this morning and riddled it off again. So I've got a little bit of corn and castor in there left from the initial feed, and I'll probably put a little pinch of chopped worm and castor in there as well. Bait Tech Pro Natural Bream. This is the dark version. You get a natural version as well. This was the new one that came out. Like I say, I've put Pro Natural Lake Fine Dark and the normal Pro Natural Bream. I didn't want it too dark, so I've put the lighter mix with the dark mix, and for me that's absolutely perfect for today, because what I'm hoping, we might get a little bit of movement on the water because of the rain we've had the last few days. Hopefully it might, it looks like there's a little tinge of colour, there's not a massive amount, so I didn't want it real dark, but Pro Natural Bream Dark is probably going to form a massive sort of way of my winter fishing on the Ouse, where I've normally darkened off the mix. Now I haven't got any need to, I'll use it straight out the bag. The only other thing I have done is with the mixing water, I've added some Bait Tech Sweet Molasses. So what I've actually done, I've had a litre bottle and filled it full of water, and I've put a couple of real good squirts of that in, mixed it all up with that over, like I say, left it overnight. Then I've also brought some mixing water with me with a little bit of this in, so I've dampened it down on the bank. So I've used exactly the same that I've mixed the night before on the bank. I think it's a brilliant additive just to add to the water. You can squirt it straight into the mix and mix it up if you want to. It's nice and sweet, it's really thick and gloopy. I didn't used to use it, I got put onto it last year and I've used a lot of it now, especially with my Pro Natural mixes. With the mixes like almond or sweet fish meal, if I'm using the fish meal then I won't use it. But if I'm using the Pro Natural ranges, I'll definitely add some of this. I've got 100% faith in it. Like I say, I've got some sweet corn. Here's the Bait Tech natural sweet corn. You can get, this is like the handy pack, you get a little bit bigger tub as well, but this is perfect down here. A little bit in the ground bait and the odd bits for on the hawk. I'm not feeding it through a catapult or anything. There's a fish top there. Not feeding it through a catapult or anything, so it's perfect amount for fishing on the bank today. So there we go. The peg itself, like I say, I've trimmed a few of the weeds out on the left, try and shield a bit of the sun. But I'm going to be fishing around about 3 parts the way over. I've got rod down, you can see there, and hopefully, like I say, we might get 1 or 2 fish. So everything's set. The time is exactly now. Let's see. Right, time is exactly now 7:45. So I've started a little bit later than what I normally do. Not going to be fishing next week, so I'm going to make a decent day of it today and see how we get on. So hopefully we might get 1 or 2 fish. So I'll check in with you a bit and see how we get on. Here we go. Probably going to start on a worm and just go from there. So I'll have a few quick casts, see what's going on, and I'll catch up with you in a bit, and hopefully might have 1 or 2 fish. Oosh! Here we go. He's a big one. We have been roned. I got him in his leg. Oh. Right, well I ain't getting nipped. You can nip that towel as much as he likes, but I ain't getting nipped. So to be fair, it doesn't look like a signal. He's a big bugger. This little sod. Hello mate, how you doing? Look, he got his little claw there. Look at the size of his claw here, look. Look, that's doing some serious damage. Get out of it. Ooh. Right, well, put another bit of corn on, see if I can catch a skimmer. See you later, alligator. Skimmer on the corn. roach and some sort of smaller skimmers. I've had 3 or 4 that sort of size now, say on a single grain of corn. So hopefully there might be 1 or 2 about. Got plenty of slime on me now then. Like I say, just fishing a single grain of corn. Just hook it through the rounded end. Skimmer. Them are the ones we're after. See if we get 1 or 2 of them. Like I say, they're real good weight builders. Lovely size. Beautiful. Go. Perfect disgorger for deep hooking. Lovely fish. Single grain of corn. See if you can get through. Sort of see if you can get through the small fish. And trouble with roach and little bubby skimmers, sort of attacking the corn on the way through. Just gonna add a little bit of a sort of a whimsical thought more than anything else. They're attacking that on the way through. I'm actually going to put a couple of stots, probably about 5 inches, 6 inches from the hook, just to see that little bit of extra weight there will actually get the hook bait through those smaller fish. Don't normally do it, only when it's running. You know, if there's some weed about, to keep the weed from masking the hook. So I'm going to give it a go. Should know almost straight away. Say that I'm taking it as soon as it hits the water and on its way down. So let's just see. A couple of little sort of knocks on the way down, but nothing untoward, so hopefully that will do the trick. You get a lot when you cast out, sort of tap 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 all the time. Trouble is, when it gets to the bottom you don't know what sort of condition the hook bait's in. But that seems to have got through that time, so see what happens. It's definitely been a full morning. I've had some nice skimmers. Just put a small hook on now. A bit like a hook now. It feels like a little bit better fishing. That's some roach. Again, 1 and 2 line on as well. Having to wait a bit for the bites, but when you get a skim of that sort of size, then you don't really mind, do you? Beautiful fish. See, we had to take a little bit of shelter. The wind sort of started gusting a little bit, brought over a little bit of cloud, and with that cloud come a slightly heavy pitter-patter rainstorm. So while I had the umbrella by the side of me, I thought I'd put it up, keep a bit of this wind off as well. Tough, to be honest. I've had some nice skimmers, 1 or 2 smaller ones, and I've had some roach as well. Plenty of bites now, but I think it's just roach mucking around with it. Every now and again you do get a bite where the tip just sort of pulls round and there's nothing there whatsoever, so there's definitely fish out to swim. Put a worm on, stick to the sweet corn. Say, sometimes it can take a lot longer to get a bite. Sometimes even the little tiny indications result in a bigger fish. Right there, that tip went straight round, nothing at all. Heads down properly today. like I say, a bit of a pain. I'd really liked it if that cloud would have come over a lot more. There's a lot of cloud about, but not here at the moment. I've actually cut out putting the worm in the feeder as well. Sort of noticed it. I had a couple of skimmers, put a little bit of worm in, sort of sat a long time without a bite, then the minute I cut back on it, started getting indications again. Skimmer again. Say that rod just went straight round, so hopefully, like I say, now there's a little bit of cloud cover starting to turn up. Possibility might get 1 or 2 more. It's just getting that hook bait through those small fish, that's the key. You hadn't took off that heavy hook then. Nice and easy. is a lot of pike about today, sort of activity on the top. Cast out, this was on the bottom about 2 or 3 minutes. Tiny movement on the tip and a slow pull round. Hopefully it might be a break. I don't know what it is. What are they? Well, actually, foul hooked in the gill, I guess. A zander. Don't you bite a hole in my net, you little monkey. I think that's absolutely lovely fish. Hopefully, get that hook out. Nice and easy, there we go. See if we can show you without getting bitten, because they do have some gnashes on them, that's for sure. There we go, look at that fish. There's the business end, as you can see there. But I mean, that's, you know, like I say, that's the perfect killing machine. I think they're gorgeous fish. Big eyes, big old mouth, and them teeth. Hey, let's put them back to fight another day. Oosh! We've just got about to the end of the session now for me. I think that's round about starts at 4 to 8. It's 5 minutes shy of 4 about 5 hours. Which is about what my poor old back will stand at the moment. Lovely skimmer. Caught on the sweet corn. Oh, hit 10 more bank. There we go. Until next time, tie lines everyone, and I'll catch you next time on the bank. Oosh.